Oh yeah, yeah. Tractor beam. Suck me right in.
Has this ever happened to you? You are on the windward hip of somebody you would like to pass, and then no matter what you do, you can't hold your lane. You feel like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. This lesson will help you to hold your lane and escape the tractor beams of your competitors. High mode is commonly used after a start when the boats are close, on a header into a persistent shift, in a bad lane on a lifted tack, or on a ley line. You are in this position on someone's hip not because it is fast, but because you have determined that it is the shortest route to the windward mark. Let's take a look at the wind shadow. This is important to determine when holding a lane is still a feasible option. This boat is just inside the wind shadow and will not survive very long. If you lose several boat lengths in 30 seconds, you have bad positioning. This is likely irreversible damage to your race. You will need to tack if you get into this position. This boat is on the edge of the wind shadow and surfing the windward wake of the leeward boat. He may only lose one boat length over 30 seconds, which is reasonable. If you can get into a sweet spot like this and follow our checklist, you might not lose any boat lengths. We often refer to this as high mode. There are 5 key components to sailing in effective high mode. 1. Add power. 2. Hike harder, earlier, and more often. 3. Keep heel consistent. 4. Steer active and accurate. 5. Keep sheet tight. Having good sail setup, hiking, and driving are essential. Here's the key points of holding a lane in more detail. As soon as you are bow even or bow back on a boat to leeward and within 1 boat length of distance between you, your sail must be adjusted for more power. Quickly ease the Cunningham and Vang to be 1 setting less. This added power will give you the ability to continue hiking hard even in the lulls or when fast. It will be a lot more work with very few rests. Increasing the drag in your sail will increase your ability to hike more often. As a simple diagnostic, try to hike harder and earlier than the other person. Early to hike will mean hitting top speeds first. When fast, we need to be careful of accidental bearaways, which is why we powered up, to add some extra weather helm. If you set up properly for high mode, it will be more difficult to get windward heel. Keep your heel angle steady. A good cue to use is just focus on the heel of the boat. Put about 5 degrees of heel in and try to keep it constant. This will help make sure you don't make a steering mistake. Keep your steering active and accurate. Sailing well on another boat's hip is an art and requires precision steering. If there's a time to maximize attention and accuracy on every single wave, this is it. Having a consistent heel angle in your boat and adjusting weight at the right times makes this easier, as most steering mistakes are often a result of change in heel. The steering technique is the same as described in the medium wind steering lesson. Most errors that result in side slip happen for one of the following reasons. 1. Accidentally dragging the rudder at the wrong time. 2. Rounding up too high on a wave. The damage from pinching will be most noticeable when you try to bear away with a slow boat. Look how far behind they got by only making a small error. Or 3. Bearing off in a lull, when fast or accidental windward heel. Keep your sheet tight. You're looking for every opportunity to hike early, and you'll need to at least match the sheet tension of the boat to leeward to hold your lane. Sailing on someone's hip can also have an effect on your mind. Often, it's difficult to sail the boat optimally when someone is to leeward, even if your wind is clear. This is the tractor beam in action.
Oh yeah. Tractor beam. Suck me right in.
A small slip-up could put you in a compromised position. Just knowing that makes the stakes higher, and sailors will look for constant opportunity where opportunity doesn't exist. This sailor loses focus of close hauled, and instead of looking at where they are going or their telltales, they are watching the boat to leeward and steering down into them. An important way of thinking about holding a lane is to sail more optimally than the boat to leeward. Now you have learned to hold your lane. This should help your confidence in difficult positions. Each of the key points in this video can be practiced in isolation. Put yourself in these situations often in practice and set up to a high mode quickly. It should only take a few seconds to adjust your controls and follow the steps outlined earlier. Check out the drills and feedback loops in our included PDFs. With practice, you'll be holding your lane like a champion.